Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Playtime Co. Sim Racing Series. This is race number 2 of Season 1 here at Echo Park Motor Speedway. So we're going to introduce to you to the grid. This is going to be a 30-lap race. It's the Frito-Lay 300 here at Echo Park. Starting on pole, we have Yoy. Second is Silly Goober with the new Undertale scheme. Third is Shadow with the America M&M scheme. Fourth is Cybill Brothers. Fifth is Dome Short. Sixth is Bruenza with the all-new Baja Blast. Seventh is A340. Eighth is Crustastic with the new Cookie Run Kingdom scheme. Ninth is Preston. 10th is TLGD. 11th is O'Hare Aviation. 12th is MJ Falcon. 13th is Barkhorn. And 14th is Fairstar with the all-new Red Bull scheme. So here we are. We're about to go underway here at Atlanta. Green flag is in the air. Yoy and Silly Goober will lead them to the green flag. Shadow on the low line. Oh, already crashing in the back. TLTD got into the wall. What's going on back there? TLGD has damage, and is he going to stop on the track? Do we already have our first caution? No, he's going to keep going. So TLGD wrecking on the first lap with, I believe, MJ Falcon. Not it's hard to tell who. Yoy is currently your leader. Shadow goes low. As they completed lap number 1, Yoy has the lead. Shadow on the inside, trying to take the lead away. Cybilly goes to the high side, so does Yoy. Crustastic all alone in the middle. I don't think that middle line is going to get a run at him. Meanwhile, here comes Cybilly to the middle line. Shadow goes low. As here comes Cybilly in the middle of the track. That 88 on the bottom takes the lead away. Yoy led the first lap. Let's see. Can he lead the second lap as well? It looks to me like he does. Yoy is going to lead the second lap. Shadow second, Cybilly third. There's TLGD in the way back after crashing on lap 1 with Preston and MJ. Going out of 2, Shadow currently has the lead. Crustastic has gotten his way up into third. Dome, who led the most laps at Daytona, is up there too. As they go down the back straightaway, Shadow thinks about going to the middle, but rejects it last moment. Yoy currently your leader on the high lane. No, Shadow's going to take it away with a big run on the low line. Dome is there as well. Dome might lead this lap here as he tries to get on the inside. Meanwhile, that top line's got a big run. Yoy is leading that top line, followed by Cybilly. Shadow is going to lead lap number 3 by 17 thousandths of a second ahead of Yoy. They almost get into the wall. Crush on the low line is there. That number 48 Cookie Run Kingdom is looking fast early on. Here on lap number 4. Yoy on the outside, trying to take the lead away from Shadow. He's got a big run. Shadow looks like he's too far ahead of Dome Short on that bottom line. Again, rejects going to the middle. I don't know what's going on. Here comes Crustastic with a push from Barkhorn. We're on lap number 4. They go down the front straightaway. Yoy still on the high lane. Can he take the lead away? Cybilly got into the wall. That's going to force the pack to be 4 wide. 4 wide for the lead as Barkhorn jumps below Crush. As they go into turn 1. Shadow trying to take the lead away. He does. Ahead of Yoy and Crustastic. Dome on the inside giving Shadow a push. Going up to turn 2. Yoy steals the lead away from Shadow. Crustastic fighting with him. As they go into 3. Cybilly shoving Yoy to the lead on the high line here on lap number 5. Lagging a little bit here. Out of turn 4. Dome gets below the butt of double yellow. But that looks like that's going to make him be the leader of that low line. Shadow just jumped up in the middle. Now he's being pushed by Crustastic here on lap 6. Going into turn 1. Shadow takes the lead ahead of Dome Short, but Dome Short looking to get by on the inside. as they go off of turn 2. Yoi has a huge run on the high lane. He takes the lead back from Shadow. It has mostly been Yoi and Shadow who have been up front in this race, with the occasion of someone else taking the lead throughout the pack. Barkhorn is dropped to the back. Here comes Crushtastic on the inside in that 48. Out of turn 4, Shadow still your leader, as he's going to lead lap number 6. He's ahead of Crushtastic by a tenth of a second. Around goes Cybele. Oh, big crash at the pack. It's the big one at Echo Park. Oh my goodness, the caution's out. So here is the United Airlines replay as Cybele tries to block Goober. I don't know what he was doing at all. Cybele and Yoi gets hit. Dome gets hit as well, and it causes a massive pileup here at Echo Park. We're going to take a look at the blimp cam next. So here's the blimp view. Cybele tries to get down in front of Goober, can't do it, and it causes a massive crash going into turn 1, involving numerous cars. That's more than 3/4 of the field, I think. So here we go. We're about to go back underway. Shadow and A340 will bring us back to the green. Green flag back in the air. A340 had a bad start as he goes to the way high side, and Shadow is off to a clear lead as they go into 1 and 2. Yoid on the low line, giving him help. Preston is behind Yoid. Going up to turn 2, Yoid goes to the middle. He's now going to get help from Dome, who's been looking like one of the fastest cars this season so far. Shadow currently in the lead by 2 car lengths above the pack. Preston's getting a solid run on the inside from Cybele as they go out of turn 4. Preston and Dome Short side by side for second, as Shadow is going to lead lap number 8. Here they go into turn 1. Dome trying to nurse his way to the lead. Preston. Dome's got no help. Preston's going to go by on the inside. Shadow to the outside. It looks like Preston is going to take the lead away in at number 7 as they go down the back straightaway. I'm going to turn the conveyor belt off. As they go into 3, Shadow currently has the lead. No, Dome is going to steal it from him. Dome getting help from Barkhorn. As they come off of turn 4, Preston continues to try and take the lead away. Shadow gets it, and Shadow is going to lead lap number 9. He's been the dominant car of the day so far. Going into 1, Shadow leads. Dome in second. Preston in third. And now Preston trying to go by on the low line. 3 wide throughout the pack. As they go down the back straightaway, Dome takes the lead away from Shadow. Now Dome goes to the bottom. Barkhorn is in the middle. Now off of turn 4. Some good blocking going on by Dome Short, but here comes Shadow trying to get back at him on the high line. But Dome is going to lead lap number 10. We are now a third of the way through this race at Atlanta. Bruenza tried to fill a gap right in the middle of the pack. Didn't work. Now Barkhorn tries to block Shadow on the high lane, but Shadow's got a big push from Yoy. Dome is going to block Shadow's run as they come up at turn 2. Preston on the low line. Going into 3. Shadow takes the lead right back. Now Preston's got a big push. Oh, wrecking in the back. TLTD. And wrecking in the front as well. Barkhorn. Rex MJ. Will they continue? We stay green for now. Barkhorn got left behind. Preston is going to take the lead. And just like TLGD on lap 1, Barkhorn's race might be screwed over. Everybody kept going, so there's no caution. Going into 2, they are 4 wide for the lead. Shadow and Dome side by side for it. Around goes Bruenza. He's in the wall. MJ gets collected. The caution comes out. So we're taking a look at how this wreck started. As you could see, MJ comes up into TLGD. MJ hits Bruenza, hits Barkhorn into Yoy. Barkhorn gets damage to his car, and Yoy just cannot check up. Barkhorn gets hit by MJ. TLGD hits Barkhorn, and they all spin Barkhorn kept going, so there was no caution initially. So now we're going to take a look at what happened to Bruenza. It's the same thing that happened with TLGD. MJ gets caught up in the wreck again. O'Hare gets turned. So we're about to go back underway here on lap number 13. Dome and Preston will lead them to the green. Preston got into the wall a little bit. That allows Dome to get a good lead on the inside. But he goes to the outside. Oh my goodness, they're already wrecking. Shadow got into the wall. But Shadow is going to take the lead despite the damage. Unbelievable how he continued on after that. Shadow hits Dome a little bit on that right side. Shadow is going to take the lead away from Dome, having a lot of lag here. Sorry about that. As Shadow, with his damage sustained after the turn 1 crash with Preston, is in the lead. He's been the dominant car of the day. It looks to be like it will stay that way. Yoit goes to the outside, blocking a bunch of cars. Fairstar, they're already 4 wide after this restart. What's going on? Preston trying to go on the inside of Shadow. Out of turn 2. What will he do to take the lead away? Dome on the high side. Fairstar in the middle. Where did he come from? Started last and is now up to 3rd. Almost halfway through this race at Echo Park. Out of turn 4. Shadow is going to keep his lead. No, he's not. Preston, it looks like he's going to lead the lap. No, Shadow leads it by 17 one-thousandths of a second. Shadow, still your leader. Now Preston hits Fairstar, hits Dome. They're crashing. Dome's upside down. Preston's out again. A big crash off of 2. And O'Hare Aviation is barrel rolling. So here is the United Airlines instant replay. Preston tried to go up to make it 4 wide. Hits Fairstar into Dome, and Dome gets squeezed up against the wall and goes upside down. Fairstar and Preston wreck, and then in the back it just causes calamity. And you could see hard into the wall goes O'Hare Aviation, and he starts barrel rolling down the back straightaway. A massive accident for O'Hare Aviation. Here we go. Cooper, your Daytona winner, and Shadow are up 1-2. Green flag back in the air. Halfway through this race at Atlanta. Oh, crashing already. Almost. Boy, the crush made hard contact. Wow, cannot believe they saved it. Hubert goes to the middle. Here comes Shadow on the high side. A340 getting a push from Sibeli on the low line. Going into 3, Goober goes to the high side. He's going to get pushed from Shadow. A340 from P3 is going to start. It's going to complete lap 15, the leader. By, oh wow, margin of lead is 0-0-0-0 as they go into turn 1. Goober retakes the lead. Sibeli on the inside. Out of turn 2. Sibeli in the lead. But Goober is going to take it right back. He's the only car with help on that high lane. Here on lap 16 of 30. It's going to start to get real dicey here as the late stages of the race come up. Out of 4. 3 wide for the lead still. Shadow. Oh! Goober gets sideways into the wall. 840 is going to lead by 17 thousandths again. As they go into turn 1, Goober got sideways down the front straightaway and almost spun out, causing a big wreck. Here they come up at turn 2. Shadow with help from Barkhorn. Down the back stretch. Sibeli is going to try and take the lead. He's got help from Bruenza. They're 4 wide throughout the pack. Here comes Bruenza with a big run. He got out of line, and now he's going to try and take the lead. Shadow is getting a big push from Barkhorn. Barkhorn giving everybody big pushes today. TLGD, we haven't seen him up front all day. He's up in the picture. Shadow takes the lead back. He's led the most laps today. Going into turn 2, Billy trying to take the lead back. Here on lap 18 of 30 here at Echo Park. Shadow is going to take the lead. Bruinza up to second. Huber in third. Bruinza goes to the middle. Bruinza going to take the lead away. Billy on the inside. Here comes Barkhorn, trying to give Bruinza a big push. Bruinza leads, lap number 18. Into turn 1 they go. Shadow gets sideways, being pushed by Goober. Billy still trying to get back at him with help from Fairstar. Here comes Bruinza in the middle, getting help from Barkhorn in the 8. Going into 3. Shadow, still your leader. Bruinza takes it. Now Billy with a massive run on the inside. Wow, I can't believe the run the inside got. Here comes Bruinza on the outside. He spins Billy. Almost a big pileup. Bruinza almost spun Billy as Billy was too far in front and almost wrecked himself. Wow, cannot believe they have not wrecked each other. You're on lap number 20 out of 30. Down the backstretch they go. Billy in the lead. Shadow on the bottom. What will they do to get this win here at Echo Park? Billy, still your leader. Going out of turn number 4. Shadow has a run on the inside with help from Fairstar. Oh, Goober gets turned. Heavy hit in the outside wall. Here's a look at the wreck on the United Airlines instant replay. It looks like Goober had the same issue he had a few laps ago. He got sideways, massive hit into the wall, and almost went upside down. What a massive accident for the number 55 and the Daytona winner. Heartbreak for Goober. Here's the crash from the blimp view. And yeah, Goober gets sideways down the front straightaway. Heavy hit in that outside wall in the rear end. So here we go. We're going to get ready for a mad dash to the finish. Billy and Shadow on the front. Will Shadow continue his reign of dominance? Going into 1. TLGD goes to the outside. After a bunch of wrecks, he's finally up front. Shadow goes to the high line. So does Billy, but Fairstar is going to take that opportunity on that low line. But Billy comes back at him. Fairstar has no help. Preston has no help. Shadow is shoving Billy to the lead. TLGD is up there as well. Billy goes to the middle. Now Fairstar is going to have a shot. Preston might have a shot as well on that number 7. Down the front straightaway to complete lap number 22, Billy has the lead. The Daytona pole sitter. And remember, Billy and Shadow, they wrecked each other on the second to last lap at Daytona on overtime attempt number 2. I wonder what that's got going for them. But Fairstar is right there on the inside. But Shadow is getting a massive run. What will he do with it? Out of turn number 4 they go. Fairstar now is your leader. With Billy has a massive run, he's going to take it right back. Can Billy finish it now? He goes to the middle to block Barkhorn in the 8. Shadow on the high side. Fairstar is there. He's going to try and take the lead. Here comes Barkhorn in the 8. You're on lap number 24. Billy on the high side. Big run from Billy in the number 23. He's going to take the lead right back. Barkhorn in the middle. Getting help from the 77. Barkhorn takes the lead. But Bruinza is there in the middle. He He's going to challenge for the lead. To the late stages of this race, Sibili, still your leader. Been dominating the second half of this race. But Barkhorn is going to take it away on the inside. Bruinza with help from O'Hare. Sibili's got another big run on the outside. He's been staying up front, going in a 3. Bruinza. Here comes Barkhorn again. 3 wide for the lead. Coming to 5 laps to go, excuse me. MJ almost spun himself out. Bruinza leads ahead of Barkhorn and O'Hare. Bruinza gets into the wall. Barkhorn's got to run up the inside. Can Bruinza? Oh! Contact in the back. 5 wide. That's never going to work. They're crashing. Shadows in the wall. Big crash in the back. Caution's out. So we're taking a look at the United Airlines instant replay. I have no idea what Dome is doing here, trying to make it 5 wide in the back of the pack with 5 to go. Shadow and TLGD get spun in another wreck that TLGD gets caught up in. He's been caught in every single wreck, I believe every single wreck aside the one that Goober had a few laps ago. We are sure to have one mad dash to the finish. 3 laps to go. This is not an overtime attempt. We are back underway. Bruinza in the lead, followed by Barkhorn, Fairstar, and Sibili. Going into 1. Fairstar, blocks Sibili, almost wrecked him. Wow, dicey move by the 24. Going down the back straightaway. What will the pack do? Barkhorn trying to take the lead away. Fairstar on the inside. He's getting a big surge. Bruinza and Fairstar side by side. Going out of turn number 4. Coming to 3 to go. Bruinza in the lead. Fairstar on the inside. What will he do? Going out of 2. If they wreck here, overtime is going to happen. Sibili gets a big push from Goober. Sibili's been the one dominating the second half of the race in the front. Bruinza is going to take the lead right back. What will they do? Rounding the final corner. Coming to 2 to go. Sibili retakes the lead. 4 wide throughout the pack. Lloyd is climbing back to the field. Goober, the Daytona winner, is right there as well. Here he comes. What will he do to take the lead? To the inside goes Fairstar. Doan giving Goober a push. Out of turn 2. Will they make it back to the white flag? Sibili steals the lead away from Bruinza. Actually, no, steals the lead away from Goober. Round the final corner. Will they make it back to the whites? 4 wide for the lead. Coming to the white flag. One more time around in Atlanta. Sibili leads the second to last lap. Goober is side by side with him. Going into 1. Fairstar on the low line. What will he do? Going out of 2. Fairstar still your leader. Goober in second. Sibili getting back at him. Sibili takes the lead. Going into 3. Here comes Goober. Will he win 2 in a row? Going out of 4. 3 abreast. Here they come to the line. It's a drag race. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Goober to win back-to-back. Unreal finish at Echo Park. Here's another view of that frantic final lap that we had. Fairstar, Goober, and Sibili delivered us an amazing finish. And how about Goober? A back-to-back win. And what a win it is for the 55 Undertale car. Sibili was just right there. Couldn't get it done. Goober is a back-to-back winner in the Playtime Co. Sim Racing Series. So here are your finishing positions for today's Frito-Lay 300. Goober wins the race, a back-to-back winner in the Playtime Co. Sim Racing Series. He's really starting off strong this season. Sibili with a good second place, following up the 5th place from Daytona. Fairstar gets 3rd, Bruinza 4th, Barkhorn 5th, O'Hare Aviation 6th, Yoit 7th, Shadow, he was the dominant car of the day. He was 8th, Dome finished 9th, Preston 10th, Crushtastic 11th, MJ 12th, TLGD 13th, and A340 14th. We will see you next time for the CTA 165 at the Chicago Street Course for Race 3 of the Playtime Co. Sim Racing Series season.